to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yesterday when I left, I said, we look in the fridge and hopefully today's, I don't think I said hopefully, I think I told you today's beer was going to be better than yesterday's. I might have to take that back. I'm not exactly sure that's going to happen today, guys. This is Dixie Brewing Company, and they brewed beer for quite a long time down in New Orleans. Hurricane Katrina basically took them out. Operated 1935 to 2005. And Katrina basically wiped them out. So what the bottle says here, brewed for Dixie Brewing, New Orleans, Louisiana by Joseph Huber Brewing, Monroe, Wisconsin. This is 4.5% alcohol. So right off the bat, I can tell you this is going to be basically 4.5% is going to be a lawnmower beer. So we're going to pop the cap on this bad boy in just a second and see how good or bad it is. It doesn't come with rave reviews or anything that I've read about it so far, guys. It says availability is year-round. The style is an American adjunct lager. I've got the pint glass, so I'm not going to get out the lager glass just for this, because I got a feeling it's not going to be worthy. The ABV, like I said, 4.6%. I got a feeling this is going to be an adjunct lager, American style adjunct lager. So they're producing this to compete with the Bud, Miller, and the Coors. So I've seen it, I hadn't had it, and I'm going to rate it accordingly too, guys. I'm not going to pull any punches. If it's garbage, I'm going to tell you it's garbage. The food pairing for this cuisine is barbecue, Indian, Latin American, Thai, Pan Asian. Cheese is a peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, and the meat is shellfish. If it's an adjunct lager, it goes about with any dish. I mean, it's very lightweight, very sessionable. Probably won't even be able to taste the alcohol if it's made well. The beer is not recommended for extended cellaring, but I don't think it has a date on it anywhere. There is a lot of condensation on the bottle. It's sweating profusely, so we'll take another look when I come back. But without further ado, let's get the cap off of it. Especially since it's a lager, I like my lagers very, very cold. And this is a twist-off cap, so the bottle is garbage for the home brewers. Cannot be reused. Now, I didn't pour it super aggressive because I didn't want 10 fingers of head on this, because I don't want it to hang around that long. I went to the light. It looks very golden, exactly like an adjunct lager. If I didn't know better, I could swear. It may be a tad darker than a macro lager. It's not quite to the light, super light golden color. It's got just a slight bit more darkness than that. And the head that it did pour is basically just now covering the top of the beer, so let's get a nose on it. I get a lot of caramel malt in this, along with the grassiness of the hops. They probably use Saaz hops or some kind of European hops, lager yeast on this. And there's probably some corn, and I don't know what adjuncts they're using. And basically when I say adjunct, that's stuff that they put in the beer to actually produce a head. If they didn't put it in there, it would pour like water and look like water, other than the color. And it didn't stick around very long. I said the head is basically gone. So let's give it a taste and see. And I got high hopes. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. It's very different though. Doesn't have any similar taste to the macro lagers. Very lightweight, but it has a tad more maltiness. I am getting that. It's like a Bud Light or Miller Lite on malt steroids. A little more maltiness there. Same grassy graininess that you would get from one of those beers. A little bit of corn. But it's got a little more malt, so a tad better, I believe, than a Budweiser. But it's a low ABV, 4.5%. This is a light version of a beer. Not quite to the lawnmower side. Maybe it's a weed eater beer. Alright guys, I'm going to let it warm up just a tad, just enough. Probably take it back there and let her sip on it just a little bit. And I'll come back and do the final chug on this and not blow my hair back. Not at all. Alright, I'm back with just a little bit. Very little bit. I gave most of it to her just like I did yesterday. This is nasty. Not impressive at all. A little more maltiness than a typical macro lager. But for me, I would not purchase it again. And it wasn't expensive. I mean, $1 or something probably. I didn't look at the ticket, but I don't think it's very expensive. Unless they're giving it away, I believe I'd rather have water. Final chug. Nothing horrible about it. It's just very bland, very grainy, grassy. Just a tight, slight bit more maltiness. And that may not be the maltiness. That may be something they've added. No, it's hard to tell. I don't know what they're using to brew this, but not impressed. And on top of that, like I said, everybody knows that the lagers, I drank them for 30 years, so not too much in the lagers unless they're trying to show me something. And most of the macro lagers, and I'm going to group this with that, are not that impressive. So unless you're just wanting something alcohol flavored water, that'd be the only reason to be drinking this. And like I said, I don't know what they would charge for this for a 6-pack. If they're charging almost $1 something or $2 for each one of these, it's definitely not worth that, guys. I'm gonna give it the same rating I gave the beer yesterday. It gets a 3, which is a D. Not impressed at all. Will not purchase it again. So if you've had it, give me some comments back. If you liked it, loved it, best thing you ever had. Definitely not the best thing I ever had. Probably getting closer to one of the worst things I've ever had. Probably on the top 20 list for probably the nastiest beers. I don't say nasty. I ain't going to disrespect them like that. It's just not my style, and it doesn't have very much taste. And it is an adjunct lager on top of that, which means they're using a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be putting in beers as far as I'm concerned. Just my opinion. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to say about this one. Let me give you the scores on this one. Beer Advocate says 67, which is in their poor range. And it's not even listed on Rate Beer. It shows the Dixie Light and the Dixie White Moose. That's the only 2 beers it lists. It doesn't have this one at all. So it is what it is. It's probably not worthy of being rated. So that being said, guys, let me know what you think of this one if you've had it. And let's look in the fridge tomorrow. I ain't going to promise you it's going to be better than this, but I can pretty much guarantee it. See you then.